we're going to follow this set of instructions that have been shared with you. So the first thing you need to do is to create an account by going to the Desmos graphing calculator at this link. And if you do that, you'll be able to save the work as you go. Now, another way to get here, if you're not actually got the sheet and the link in front of you, is to do a search for Desmos. If you do that, you'll come up with this, and you just click on the graphing calculator. It takes you to the same place. Okay, now when you get to here, what you need to do is you need to log in or register or create a new account. And if you do that, you'll be able to save things. So whatever you have here, you can change the name of your graph, and then you'll be able to save this button once you've actually got something there. Okay, on the piece of paper, it says on the left side of your screen, which is here, which is where you type your equations or your functions, we're going to type y equals sine of x. If you type sine of x, you don't actually need the bracket on here. It knows that it's got a bracket on it, and so sine of x will be fine, and the graph immediately appears up here. So this is the sine curve. You notice that it goes up as far as 1, down as far as -1, but the numbers you've got are 0, 2, 4, 6. Now these are in radians because you know the numbers are actually quite small, and this one here should actually be 90 degrees. Now if we wanted to do them in radians, it seems a bit daft to have this one as, well, that's obviously pi. Okay, so 3.14, and this is 2 pi, which is 6.28. So let's have them in terms of pi, and I'll show you how to change your scale. So if I click on that, and if you find the x-axis here, if you do your step and just put in pi, pi, and it changes it immediately to pi radians with the thing. And if you click out of that by clicking the tool again, then you'll see it as 0, and it would be pi here, which is 180 degrees, and 2 pi, which is 360. Now that really makes it nice. If you want to have them in terms of steps of pi over 2, you can do that too. So your step here would be pi over 2. Okay, and you can see here when I click that off again, that has got 0, pi over 2, which is 90, pi, 180, da-da-da-da-da. Okay, so it's got it here, and it's got negative ones as well. Okay, if you want to change it to degrees, then you would do this. Click on that, change it to degrees. Okay, and I'm just going to turn it off for you and show you what happened. Well, the graph suddenly flattened out. Now I'm going to change that to numbers, because at this point it doesn't make any sense to have that. And let's change that back into degrees, so it's fine. So it's gone like this. Now 2 degrees is pretty small, 4 degrees is pretty small, and we know that the sine curve goes up as far as 90 and down as far as 180. So this scale makes absolutely no sense at all. So what you want to do is change your scale so you'll be able to see at least a full revolution, okay, or a full cycle. So you want it about 360, about there. So what you do is you change that, just go back in. Here's your x-axis. It's in degrees. So you need to change this number to about 360. And maybe we want to go to, say, negative 360. So we get 2 cycles of our curve. You can make that 0 if you wish to. And really, if you notice here, it's got 0, 100, 200, negative 300. That's a bit daft too. We should really probably have them every 90 degrees. So let's put our step as 90 degrees, and you can see it pop up here. Okay. Our graph looks really nice at this point. Okay, so we've actually got 0, 90 degrees, 180, 270, 360 like we expected. We also have the negative as part of it as well. Okay, so I'm going to keep following on with a piece of paper. Okay, it's number 2, step 2. It says, then try typing in the next graph, y equals 0.2. Now I can just click here and it will appear, and you can also press that one as well, and you'll get the same thing. But we're going to draw a line y equals 0.2. Okay, and let's just click that down here. I'm not going to do anything with this at the moment. Okay, we're just going to have a look at what we've got. This is a line of 0.2. 1 is about here. Okay, and 0.2 is about here. What we're looking for is the points of intersection. If I click on that one there, you can see it's 11.537 degrees, because we're in degrees at the moment, and the y coordinate's 0.2. Click on the next one, you get the point of intersection, and let's just move this graph over a little bit and click on the next one, and you get the point of intersection. Okay, if the answer says you need to do it in radians, so let's click back and let's go back into radians. Okay, and once again you need to change the scale again, so that's just a bit daft at the moment, so it would be a bit crazy to do that. You can change any graph in here, and you can have any graph in here, and you'll be able to find points of intersection. There are lots of things to play with. Let's say if I do this, what happens there?